Ya ma da. What's goody to the goddess and the gods, and what's popping to the people. And well, like we always do around about this time. Um, out the way and get situated, cause today might get complicated. Yeah, let me get situated, cause today might get complicated. Um, all type of stuff. Y'all all seen the follow up to the Puffy shit. Now 120 witnesses, I think it is, and came forward, and they got receipts and evidence. And some of these women, I mean, some of these is victims is women and 9-year olds, and it's like, and then somebody said something that I hate when we do this, but there's a space in here that has to be entertained. Uh, what's going on, kinfolk? I hate when we do this, but it is a space in here we got to deal with. Cause somebody was like, what's the fat ass white boy that was just filling up all the kids in Nickelodeon? What's this bitch name? Snyder, Dan Snyder. You fat bitch, Dan Snyder. This bitch still got a job living life. They did a whole fucking special about this white boy filling up white kids for the last 22, 3 decades. This bitch, this fat bitch, and I'm gonna keep calling him a fat bitch, is out free enjoying his life. Now, I personally think fuck Puffy, tar and feather this bitch. However, there's a point here. Why do this fat bitch Dan Snyder get to live La Vida Loca, and you got Puffy, the new sponsor for Johnson and Johnson baby oil? Like what the fuck? So in that aspect, I don't like that. But as I said, I don't give three fucks about Puffy. I can't wait till they fry the bastard. However, there is something to be said for this whole scapegoat thing. But I gotta combat that too. Because I remember going on a rant. I did first of I did a I did a breakdown of the whole Nickelodeon thing with the kids. I was on that for 2 or 3 days. And I remember ranting that you motherfuckers didn't care enough. It wasn't enough people that cared about the Nickelodeon shit. That pissed me off, and I remember ranting about that. And so, yeah, I guess it could be said that white folks don't support they bullshit as much as we do. So Puffy has become the new sideshow, so it's entertainment. But realistically, they're dragging this Negro more than they did Epstein. Now, although I think he's extremely fucked up, is he worse than Epstein was? I don't know. I'm largely committed to the fact that Puffy has to, when you had a type of power that he was allowed to have, they let it go too far. Now they got to completely dethrone him, because if they leave any inkling of money and power left, they know how he is. The get back gonna be severe. So they gonna just deal with him wholeheartedly. And not only that, a lot of people, Yahoo, my peace queen, not only that, a lot of people sat by and watched Puff rule with an iron fist and watch how he was able to do things. So they want to send a message to who's ever next up to bat. The fall down is way worse than the climb up. Anytime you climb up something, it takes a lot longer than it does for you to fall down. And it hurts a lot more. If I climb up something, that's strategic and willingly. If I then fall from that very thing that I climbed up, I fall faster and it hurts a lot more. It's unexpected and it's painfully shocking. So what he going through right now is crazy. But in my opinion, well deserved. Now, I was about to do a show tonight called Children of the Sworn, where I was really about to dig into these celebrity children and the abuse that they take. But I'm glad I held off because it's a special treat I got for y'all next week. Next week, we doing Children of the Sworn, and I got a special treat for y'all. This is something I've been holding on to for 2 years, twiddling my thumbs. And I showed it to y'all once before, but y'all don't know what I'm talking about. And I didn't. It's better now. Just trust me. So either way it go. Now another thing, all the clickbait is driving me crazy. If you do clickbait, you should be held hostage in a foreign nation until you promise not to do it again or some shit. I don't know. They should Brittany Reiner your ass. If you, I just hate y'all. You can't never get the minutes of your fucking life back when you jerk off liars. It's just you're whoring for views. You're whoring your very existence for views. It's disgusting. It's despicable. And if I was president, that would be a special rule again. I would lock you motherfuckers up. Clickbait would be at least worth for 24 hours in the county. just to get the starch out you a little bit and teach you better. But there's a lot of all of these different celebrities that they're saying are fleeing and all of this. So I don't know which part of that is reality, but I do know this. If the feds really looking for your ass, if the Negro who had more money and power than all of y'all couldn't hide, the fuck make you think you're broker, less connected, and less powerful than the guy who they're hanging right now? So if he ain't May ass, one or two of y'all might slide to the cracks. I don't think none of y'all just get and that erasing shit, that don't, y'all still don't know you can't erase no messages from the feds. You don't even know that? Well, you gonna find out, my friend. What a lot of y'all who trying to duck this action, the first thing I want to say is fuck your life. I hope you get caught. That's if you genuinely did something, which most of y'all did. Now, if you're innocent and you're caught up in this whole thing, then I'm sorry for you. Choose better friends or stay away from people who like to rape women and children. I don't know what to tell you. Just I don't know. Sucks to be you. Either way, there's before anybody knew this was about to happen, they found everything they needed to know. They don't go public still looking for shit. The purpose of going public is for the things that they couldn't find to come to them. So lo and behold, and I'm gonna put y'all up on game. A lot of y'all celebrities that got celebrity friends, the reason why they suggesting that you run and hide is so they can stay and snitch. A lot of y'all best friends finna snitch on y'all. And the only reason why I'm telling y'all this, because I know it's gonna create friction, and I hope y'all just start snitching on each other, trying to whack each other, all kind of shit. It will make good for good entertainment, because I don't give a fuck about none of you. I'm gonna tell y'all today why I don't like none of you motherfuckers. Fuck you rappers. I mean, it's a couple rappers. I ain't gonna lie. I like their sound, but I don't like anybody that's super big. The guys that y'all like. The closest guy that's what you could consider big that I like Yellow Beezy. Now a lot of y'all don't like him because of Mo 3. I don't give a fuck about Mo 3. All he talk about was tough guy shit, murder, 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 murder. When I listen to Yellow Beezy, I feel like hustling and or just riding. I can't even say hustling. I go to work now. Look at that. I'm fucked up. Well, it makes me feel like after work I was hustling or something. I don't know. But it's a good feeling I get. I don't get no dark thing that make me want to go do some shit. But y'all mad at him for the Mo 3 thing, which I don't understand. You got two guys rapping about killing each other. And they're both rapping about being tough. You like this guy because you think he's tough. And he tell you he's a killer and he gonna kill all these people. And you like that. So if he get killed by his enemy, don't that make him a liar and a loser? But y'all don't look at it like that. Now you mad at the guy who won. It's, oh, fuck, you can't win around here. So the only way to please y'all is for me to get murdered. I'd rather not. I'd rather you hate me and I win the war. Like, it's weird. But I don't really give a fuck about rappers. And that's sad because I spent my whole life as a rapper. But it's this thing that you've seen in your parents or any parental figures that was around you that you used to always think was corny. But when you get, I'm gonna be 47 at the end of the month. When you get to this age, if you still think the same way you thought 20 years ago, unless you make millions off of it, you're a fucking idiot. And even if you make millions off of it, you're still probably a fucking idiot. The whole purpose of everything is growth and evolution. So you should evolve into a better person. You should evolve into a person that sees it and thinks differently. But that doesn't usually happen. So when it's like that, then we have this confused ass culture that we sucked into. Like, I went through and I was just looking at some of the all-time favorite movies in black culture. Black culture. We love Boys in the Hood. Okay, well, two dysfunctional ass best friend teenagers with extremely fucked up tempers that pretty much there's really no agenda. They just wake up, sell dope, and survive. And we love them. The movie starts out with O Dog. Oh no, I said Boys in the Hood. I meant Minister Society. So the movie starts out with O Dog. We all fell in love with Lorenz Tate playing O Dog with them dumbass mystical braids coming down. But we loved it. And the first thing he do is blow somebody's brains out in the liquor store, snatch the tape up, and that sets the trend. From that point on, we fall in love with the fact that O Dog is a fucking psychopath. And we love it. I loved it. I ain't gonna lie. I can't lie. He was damn near was my hero. I'm an extremely violent, aggressive person. I loved O Dog. And most of us did. If you was around during that time period, you'll know that movie theaters all over America was getting shot up. The other best friend, Trey, gets some random girl pregnant, denies the baby. I mean, Kane. And we all love Kane too. He gets a random girl pregnant. Somebody he just met at a picnic, get her pregnant, deny the baby. And when her big cousin come to get some dignity and respect for his cousin, Kane down there beat him to death. As a result, he come back and kill Kane the day he's leaving to go start a new life. And not for nothing, I know a lot of y'all don't want to say this, but John Singleton, fuck you, kiss my ass. You mean to tell me, and all of these Negro directors do it because the white boys do it, but every time y'all get a fucked up story and there's a potential of redemption or someone actually fixing their life, you kill them. And you think that makes for good cinematic, oh man, just as he was about to do right, he died. Well, the message is don't do right. Because it seems like every time a nigga just doing wrong, he's straight. As soon as he's about to do right and decide to change his life, right on the way or the day before or some shit like that, he died. So the only message I would get is shit. As long as I never try to do right, I should be okay. See, this is the psychological implication part that you don't pay attention to in every fucking movie, especially the hood movies. Now, let's go to what I said, Boys in the Hood. Now, this is Ice Cube, which is amazing because let's analyze Ice Cube. Ice Cube is a black man from the hood that never did shit. He's a schoolboy. Y'all seen the movie? He obviously approved of the character. They say they worked with him behind the scenes. Okay, his son played the character. I don't think his son played a character that he didn't approve of. Okay, well, his son was a fucking schoolboy. He was just the best rapper out of them. So he was writing a lot of their lyrics. What are the lyrics about? Drug dealing and thugging, gangbanging, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's what the lyrics about. Shooting guns and drinking 40s and disrespecting black women. He hadn't shot no guns and drunk no 40s and all that shit. He wasn't a gangster. But he's writing the lyrics for the whole group about gangster shit. And to this day, we still see Ice Cube as some type of glorified gangster. And it's like how easily we're fucking manipulated. He was never a gangster in the first place. Why did he get this space? And why does he accept this space? So he plays in this movie as basically a hood dude with a fucked up temper that he's down for whatever. He got this fancy car. He sells drugs. And it's really a nothing burger. The movie is a fucking nothing burger. I'm sitting here trying to explain it to you. If y'all had never seen it, I would suck at my job. because I never really thought of it. Like, it's a nothing burger. Boys in the Hood is not about a fucking thing. The highlight that everybody remembers is what? Ice Cube, the degenerate ass son that the mother don't like, gets to live. The good kid who stayed out of the streets and is on his way to college to be somebody, he died. A dumb, fucked up ass John Singleton message. Why is this acceptable that the good guy always die? Now, I've been living 47 years. I don't know very many good guys that died right before they got their life together. Most of the time when a nigga about to get his life together, he go get it together. If something bad happens, it's usually financial that may stop whatever dream he chasing. But rarely is it a bullet to the back running down the fucking alleyway. Now, that's not to say it never happens, but think about it too. How often have you had a friend that was on the way to college and died? Of course it happens. But is that some shit that happens all the time to No, it's not. It's not normal that right before something good is about to happen that would change your life, something horrific happens. That's not reality. Usually, if someone does great in high school and is getting drafted to go to college, in my experience, they usually get the fuck out and go to college. If they don't, now they might stay and become a drug dealer, but rarely ever do they get shot by one. Now, like I said, of course there are exceptions. But when you see it in every movie, it gives the implication that this is normal, and it's not. You got this the highlight of it is the Lawrence Fishburne character that's always trying to give some knowledge to the young brothers in the hood. Now, there's a classic scene in there that's worth its weight in gold, how he breaks down the dysfunctionality of the hood with the liquor stores, that and the third. Now, that right there, that was worth the whole fucking movie. But everything else was a fucking dud. Now, I'm saying I didn't love the movie when I was growing up. I had it on repeat. But as an adult, when I think about it, they're fucking with us. Because we see this as young kids, and what reels us in is it's familiar. So when you are excluded from a society and Hollywood remembers you, it just gives you a feeling of familiarity. But what it really does is it aids to the glorification of our fucked up ass communities. We literally will brag about being from the projects. Back in the days, if we stayed in a fucked up place, we used to lie about it. We didn't want to be associated with the place that was dirty with the poor people and all fucked up and shit. Now it's like, yeah, I'm from woo woo woo, and you say it with a back. You got rappers that rap about being from a place where there's piss in the hallways. Why is that brag worthy? I literally seen people brag about how many people died in their city. Y'all all have seen it. Why do we brag about the murder rate in our city? That somehow means I'm somebody that should be respected. Because I'm from a city where black people love killing other black people. And that should make you respect me. This is how fucked up our thinking is. This is how fucked up our thinking is. What else we love? We love Training Day. It's about a crooked fucking cop extorting his own people and using the badge to snort dope and do all kind of bullshit. And then we look at Denzel like some type of high honor, like, yeah, Denzel killed that role. Why would you even fucking play that role? I would have told him, kiss my ass. I'm not snorting coke and manipulating my people. I'm not playing that character. But they can't do that. And for y'all, it's just a character. It is, but it's not. It's a character with an agenda. And it's going to do more harm than good. When you're glorifying a dirtbag ass cop, he is exactly why we don't trust the system. That character Denzel played is exactly why we don't trust the fucking police. So it's like so much shit. On one hand, I want to say we've been victimized, but we've gone from the victim to the promoter. Like, I think about one of my favorite rappers is Jadakiss. And I used to think about all of the lines, and he's got a lot of lines where he talk about how strong his dope is that killed fiends. Do you understand? That's murder. To put that in a lyric and brag about murdering your own kind so you can push the new 400, 600 bins or whatever the fuck, that is crazy. Why are we normalizing? We are normalizing getting rich of selling deadly drugs to our own people. It's crazy that I could sell enough drugs. Like, I'm talking about straight drug money. And then I go, I had one of them crazy weeks, and I go get all icy around the neck. And now y'all seeing some of these guys. Some of these guys, diamonds be so pure and gleaming. It's like literally when Jeezy made that thing about he said you should take the ice, leave your ice on, and you might as well. Something about how if it was dark, you could still see his ice is the reference. And I seen jewelry like that. I didn't have jewelry like that. I got shots of now mine didn't come from serving no fiends, but that's beside the point. But I still did the bullshit, and it still wasn't right. But my thing is, so I make 100,000. Let's give you a low ball. Make 100,000 off selling drugs. Buy me some nice jewelry, and I feel good about myself that I was able to sell enough deadly drugs to buy a necklace. We are fucked up. We are becoming just as fucked up as the people who did this to us. And what they're trying to do is buy their time long enough to fuck us up so much that it doesn't matter when we take the power back. That's the ultimate goal. We're going to be so degenerate and deranged in the brain, it don't matter you give us power back. We're going to behave exactly like they did and do. All of these, Nino Brown. Everybody loved Nino Brown. They infiltrated a bit of, this is a real story. They infiltrated a building in their community and turned it into a crack haven. Put the people out who didn't cooperate and all that shit, bro. And we love Nino Brown for doing it. We are becoming like them. Don't y'all see it? This guy, Pee Wee Longway, they said, um, let me see. I don't want to say the number wrong and shit. Um, how many fentanyl pills did this man have? Because let me see this real quick. Let me see this real quick. I just had it where to go. Damn, it's right here, but it don't got the. I think it said. I think it said 200. It's $2 million worth of fentanyl pills or some shit like that. And so, what? What y'all think he was taking millions of dollars worth of fentanyl pills? You think he was going over to River Oaks or some shit where the white folks at? You think he was going to suburban America? What was he going to do with millions of dollars worth of fentanyl pills? He was going to go give it to his little team, and they was going to disperse that shit into the inner city and stretch the drugs. Mix the drugs and stretch it with the fentanyl because it's more potent. So you can use less of it, get more drugs out of it. But thing happens is they hit it too hard and you get people dying and shit. But I don't know anything about this dude other than he stole his name from a basketball drug lord. And so I watched as much of him as I could stomach today. And two things happened. The first thing that happened is I'm extremely fucking disappointed in y'all. Y'all standards ain't worth a fuck. Like this dude is horrible. I don't even understand it. And the second thing was just like how much pride we take in this lifestyle. And I used to have a lot of pride in it. So I'm not trying to be hypocritical. It's just that the one thing I can say that I did kind of right was I decided that I didn't want to sell drugs to my people no more. So I found other ways to hustle. Now, did I still do shit I shouldn't have? More than likely. Um, and I deal with that. But what I'm trying to say is, it's like when you see these guys in these videos and you see things everywhere and all of this, and they throwing money and they talking about these bricks and these shooters, and I'm getting money. So, whether they lying or not, let's break down what they're saying. What they're saying is they got a team of hustlers and killers. They got to connect, and they got the guns. Now, they're going to cop these bricks, distribute them to their connect. Distribute them to their team, and distribute it through their community. And then they're going to make 100 racks, a million, or whatever they rapping about. And then they're going to buy the new Maybach, the Rolls Royce on 28s, well, all of the fly shit that they say to y'all, that y'all love while y'all bopping y'all head. The only way these things are possible is through murder and the distribution of drugs. Now, I know a lot of y'all saying this corny so fucking what. It's the way it is, and it's all kind of lame shit we tell ourselves. And I can say it's lame because fuck you, it's lame. Whoever don't like it, fuck you, it's lame. And I'm gonna tell you why it's lame. Because if you got a good connect on a brick or two, you take that, you get it, you do what you do with it, and then you sell it to your people. Now, I know some of y'all gonna say, I don't only sell it to my people. Yeah, okay. You sell most of it to your fucking people. And if you don't, the people you sell it to your people. So one way or the other, these bricks that y'all talking about, these fly ass cars that y'all rapping about, this expensive ass jewelry that you get to wear and brag about, the only way it's possible is because you target your own kind to die. So if you don't count those fiends off as dead casualties, you could never live this life. So you have in your subconscious already accepted that my own people must die and suffer daily in order for me to live this well. Now, you might not outwardly acknowledge it, but it's the motherfucking fact. You want to ride that Maybach, the double R's, the Benzes, and all of that type of shit, and you getting it out the trap, then the only way that happens is if black people die for it. And then you Negroes got the nerve to put praying hands on your body and go to church. You can't trick God. You can't sell crack and murder black people all week and then go to church on Sunday. Give out turkeys and things. That shit don't work. That's why they showed you the goofy shit in the movies, because it's not real. But you emulate it with no conscience. They gave us another one, in too deep. It's another dude, LL Cool J played his character, who floods, in his defense, the neighborhood was already flooded with dope. It just wasn't good dope. So he beat the brakes off the dudes that was there and took over. Now at least the nigga threw a carnival once a year. But you made your heroes out of niggas who brag about killing your people. And then they brag about all the shit they got that you can't afford. And since they got more than you think they're better than you. So you allow them to tell you that they murder your own people to get this shit. And then somewhere in the back of our dumbass mind, we get programmed that it's okay to feast off your own kind to have something. It's genocide. It's crazy. It's fucking weird to kill your own kind to survive. Why wouldn't you get with your own kind and decide to fight the enemy? Instead, you reach the conclusion, we will. So you've been oppressed by somebody. And the way you're going to deal with the oppression is victimize your own kind and kill your own kind. That's got to be the dumbest shit in the history of this planet. A group of people are being harmed by another group of people. The way they're going to fight this is to fuck each other up and get each other strung out off drugs. That's how you're going to fight what's happening to you. By killing each other and getting each other hooked on drugs. How exactly does that change what happened to you? Let's just say every black American, every fourth black American become the next Nino Brown. How the fuck does that change what happened to you to put you in this situation? You get to ride nice cars and sell more crap or whatever to people, but it doesn't change anything. And that's the whole thing. We didn't got our ass whooped so bad, we're no longer concerned with how to change anything. We've accepted it for what it is. Now we just want to figure out how to make our way through what they gave us. Well, if the only thing we want to do is make our way through what they gave us, then we'll always have what they gave us. We'll never have shit else. How does that part make sense? All of these stories, our favorite movies, is drug dealer, fucked up ending ass stories. Historically, we love Paid in Full. And then Cameron played a snitch. These fucking dudes, why can't we see they be gaming us? You live your whole, you base your whole career off being some super gangster. Then somebody who you say is a great friend of yours, Dame Dash, gives you a role in a movie as a snitch. Oh, I stand corrected. A snitch who killed his best friend. He killed his best friend, then he snitched to avoid the punishment. Why would Cam take that role? The same reason why he made an entire career off talking about Mace, and now they're business partners and best friends. And a lot of people say, well, you can't grow and mature. Sure, you can grow and mature. But after you go on national TV and tell people you found a dildo in my bathroom, it's going to take a lot more than just growing and mature. We're going to have to get the fade. And then we'll see what comes after that. They're all fucking gaming us. Mace was a goddamn pastor. Now he's a sports analyst. Before that, he was a gangster rapper. Like, they're fucking gaming us. Y'all don't see that? They will be whatever the money dictates. Ice Cube did the same shit. Big time gangster rapper. That shit didn't work out. He became Muslim. That shit didn't work out. He went to kids' movies. Then he went back to gang banging with the West Side Connector. Like, motherfucker, make up your mind. Then he doubled back on us with Kevin Hart as a funny cop. How can somebody who made his career off fuck the police become a cop later? They're fucking gaming us, bro. You was Mr. Fuck the Police. When that shit was no longer working, you went to Muslim. And you went to Muslim around the time Malcolm X came out because being a Muslim was fucking popular. When that shit faded, that's when you went to the Dub C and the West Side Connect gang. So you left the Muslims and you got back to Crippin'. A Crip with a blood rapper. These dudes play too fucking much. Then when that shit didn't work, he went to kids' movies. The fire died down from the kids' movies. Then what he do? He now he's a cop. Then the cop shit run its course. Now he's a politician. Politics, fuck it. Let me get a lead. They be fucking gaming us, bro. You can't trust none of these motherfuckers. And I thought, notice how before all of this puffy shit started, before all of this puffy shit started, Jamie Foxx was telling us all kind of stories about him, Puffy, and the parties. Then he got fucked up, disappeared. He came back cockeyed. Now he don't got shit to. Not only do he not have shit to say about the Puffy parties, How come they haven't interviewed Jamie Foxx not one motherfucking time? He literally was going viral right before the Tyrone movie for telling all of these puppy stories. Why the fuck have we not seen Jamie Foxx's name in not one motherfucking thing concerning this whole thing? Nothing. Not. Because it ain't no Jamie Foxx no more. These people play all day, and what we do is pretend we don't see all type of shit. We the most peep game blind motherfuckers ever created. We always talking about keep it 100, and I peep game, and you can't get nothing over on me. I see everything. You don't see shit. But what you think your girl did? You seem to always see that. Past that, you don't see shit else. You niggas is weird, man. It gets weird because I'm a fucking like, y'all tell me something wrong with me. Don't nobody watching me. Don't nobody be listening to me. I write about every fucking thing. Nobody ever comes and say, remember that shit? No. Y'all just keep living your fucking existence like I didn't say all of this puppy shit years ago. Like I didn't tell y'all 5 years ago they were all homosexuals. Swear to God, I didn't tell y'all at least 5 years ago the whole fucking industry is homosexuals. Swear to God, last 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, swear to God I wasn't at war in Clubhouse every fucking day telling y'all these dudes is homosexuals. Swear to God. Y'all told me I was bugging, I was tripping. I literally got into fights with people over these niggas being homosexuals. And ain't nobody hit my fucking inbox and said, my fault, you was none of that shit. Y'all go through y'all life oblivious like I didn't say the shit. You do that shit to everybody. Because you fucking scared of reality. That's y'all biggest problem. Y'all scared of reality. Reality is this shit is fucked up. It's fucked up. I've been told y'all they're all homosexuals. They have to be. Now, it's the same thing I'm telling you with this. You don't like this gangster shit they didn't put you in. You've adapted to it. This is, I've been working a year and a half. So I'm 47. Well, I will be in 3 weeks. This is, at the age of 47, this is only the 3rd job I've ever had. And one of them was temp agency. I just worked there for a long ass time, so it seemed like it was a real job, but I was still temp agency. So the only real jobs I've ever had, no, let's say 4. I worked at Finish Line. I worked at a t-shirt store, Dave & Buster's, before I got locked up for doing shit I ain't supposed to. And where I work at now. So I've had 3 real jobs in my life. Now, at the age of 47, getting up and going to work and not having to worry, had I known this 20 years ago, I just said, fuck you thug niggas, and I found a job. The only thing that I would say is bad about it is there's a tendency for complacency there because you get into a groove and then you stop caring about the pains of the world. And so I don't want to ever be in that space where I'm so comfortable that I no longer want to do this. But realistically, people hustle for years, selling poison to their people, and never really have shit. Except for the freedom of not having to go to work every day so you could smoke weed, pop pills, and fuck random women. That's the only perk to not going, because Because I was a hustler my whole life. We don't do shit when we wake. First thing we do is wake up and smoke weed. You wake up and roll weed. That's how you start your day. You wake up, roll weed, check your cell phone. Look for people to sell drugs to, or whatever you hustling. You look for people to victimize and give your product to, whatever you're trying to do. And everything revolves around you targeting other people for their shit. And if you target enough people for their shit, then you feel like you're accomplished. It's the weirdest fucking thing we got trapped into. And I'm not speaking from a goody two-shoe perspective. I'm saying they got my dumb ass too. Y'all hear me say that all the time. I'm never in that weirdo, I'm better than y'all space. I'm just as fucked up as you. That's why I know you fucked up. You don't think you fucked up, but I'm willing to admit I am. So I gotta tell you, you are too. We're both fucked up. Yeah, sorry. When you look at who our heroes are, we don't really have any heroes. Why shouldn't we? Our fathers in them, there was men in the world in abundance that was trying to change our situation. So there were several black men to be looked up to, black women to be mimicked. We had people that cared about how we turned out. Now we're in a space where nobody cares about anything but how they turn out. So when you see in an organization like the mafia that says, first they say, we don't touch drugs. Then it goes from, okay, we'll sell them, but they can't be in our community. That's a huge difference from getting the drugs and I can't leave the block today. So the white boy take his dirt and do it away from his home front. The biggest thing with the mafia was they didn't want the women and kids to know shit. They wanted the women and kids to think they was businessmen and good dudes. They didn't glorify the filthy shit they did behind the scenes. Now we don't take the dirt out of our community. We do it in our community. So for the white boy, in order to do his dirt, he had to leave his community. For us, in order to do the dirt, we can't leave the community, which means we feast on the community. Now, this for me took an exceptionally weird turn, and y'all hear me keep referencing this, when a few weeks back, I did that thing about the CIA and the mafia and the Vatican. So when I know that the plan was for the CIA to be the muscle, the Italian mafia to be the smugglers, and the Vatican to hold the money and wash it. And the Italians' job was to get the drugs into the country and distribute it throughout the inner city using the black people. So the rule was only sell it in black communities. So we're going to get the drugs through the police, smuggle them through the mafia, hide them through the church folks, and target the black people who go to church more than anybody. Do you see how this motherfucking thing works? But I'm bugging when I come up here and tell you this shit. Do you see how this motherfucking thing works? This is a $1 billion plan. This is a billion-dollar plan that is not possible without first victimizing you and second making you willing to victimize yourself. You need those two things or the whole thing falls to shit. If you're not willing to be a victim and willing to victimize each other, that entire plan has to go into the crapper. Millions of dollars invested, wasted. We need a plan B. But on the contrary, we did just the opposite. And now we feel we have the right because we endured the setup that they put on us. The setup that we shouldn't have fell for, but we fell for it and we endured it. So now we feel we have the right to glorify it. We don't want to rap about the fact that we shouldn't have never fell for it and we're sorry for doing this to ourselves. We want to rap about the nice houses and cars and jewelry that we made off doing it. If y'all don't see how fucked up this is, I'm not the problem. Why are our only heroes the guys who murder and sell drugs in our community? Almost every inner city young black kid has a drug dealer hero. We don't got no academic heroes. We don't even know nobody besides King and Malcolm. For the ones who think they're really talking about some shit, they throw in Garvey. That we don't know shit. So, where does it go? If the only route for black success is pimping and pushing and trapping and rapping, then where does this thing go? Because ain't no leaders on the basketball court. Ain't no leaders on the football field. Ain't no the positive rappers y'all say is Kendrick Lamar. He dressed like a woman. And y'all so weird, y'all don't even get it. This nigga got a Jesus crown and women's clothing on. And that's who y'all chose? I said the other day, yesterday, I posted, I said, this generation, y'all had to choose between a man who pimped a butterfly and a certified lover boy for y'all best artists of this era. Some guy said, what's your point? That right there. That dumbass question is my point. If you had better representation, you wouldn't ask me that. A man who pimped a butterfly and a certified lover boy. That's who's competing for the top. And y'all all like, yeah, Kendrick calling Drake a pedophile. Are y'all not paying attention to the puffy shit? Clearly you're not. Because in your mind, you still think celebrities can make it. Well, listen to me. Let me show y'all how dumb y'all think. If celebrities could make it to the top without the gay shit, do you really think what Leonardo DiCaprio had on his agenda was letting a black man bend him over for success? You really think that's what he thought it was going to take to get to the top? Ashton Kutcher, Justin Bieber, these are white boys that are larger than life. Oh, Rick Ross, the boss. Why is he making out with Puffy? Meek Mill, why? He already had a prominent rap career. What happened in Meek Mill world that he had to let Puffy drug him and rape him in the bathroom willingly and then get matching outfits? If you can make it off your talent, why let Puff bend you over in the bathroom and get you matching outfits? Y'all don't like questions like that because it forces you to face some shit. Why is Tupac butt naked in a bathtub, wrapped up in gold chains, and there ain't a woman in sight? But y'all don't want to have that conversation because these say I'm hating and Pac, shut the fuck Pac too. Fuck all. I don't care about none of these rap figures. I don't give a fuck about no. Fuck all of them. Put all of them in the same building and fry them. Fuck them. And that's one of the things I agree with Charleston White about. I don't give a fuck about rappers. Fuck them. Because they part of the problem. All these gold chains and shit y'all got, y'all ain't fixing no ghettos. Fuck you bitches. Because if you fix the ghetto, you can't sell dope there no more. So that's the problem. Fuck you niggas. They make millions of dollars. You put 150,000 on a car and you didn't put no money in the community that birthed you. You lame ass niggas can't wait to get on the record and rep your city. And put a quarter into the motherfucker. Why did it take a comedian to buy his whole neighborhood? Mike Epps bought the neighborhood. He's a comedian. What about you gang banging ass niggas that sell crack in the community? Why you didn't buy it? At least you dummies wouldn't have to worry about the police, you fucking weirdos. Y'all do the stupidest shit, bro. And I always take y'all side. So today I gotta let you have it. Because normally I'm the one arguing with people about like, y'all only like this because they tricked you. Today this ain't that. Y'all on bullshit, bro. We love to victimize while playing victim. I'm going to say that again. That was tricky. We love to victimize while we play victim. And that shit getting corny. All we talk about is killing each other, selling crack, and fucking random women. And you wonder why the world don't take us serious. Why would you? Clearly our interests lie in one area. We're the only people on the planet that tear our people down at this rate for financial gain. Now, somebody gonna question that. I didn't say nobody else does it, so keep the weird shit to yourself. I said we're the only people that tear our people down at this rate for financial gain. When we could all sit here and I see people all the time that love, because I've been teaching about the prison core shit, about the secret meeting at the hip hop meeting. I've been teaching about that shit for years. Soon as Crazy Bone said it didn't matter to y'all and y'all got interested. Okay. So now that we know, a large percentage of black people know that they had this secret meeting in hip hop about how they were going to use NWA and gangster rap to fill up private prisons. Most people know about this story now. So why the fuck y'all still listen to it? Why the fuck do y'all still support it and endorse it when the white boy told you we had a meeting about you niggas and decided that you niggas killing each other and selling dope to each other could make us rich? Now, it's one thing when you didn't know, but you niggas know now, and you don't, and you still support and endorse the shit. You done got so sloppy, the white boy got to tear it down for you. And then you bitches talk about, they always trying to bring a black man down. Why they ain't like that? Shut the fuck up. If one more person try to compare Puffy to some random white guy, I'm going to fucking punch you. I don't care what them other white boys did. As far as I'm concerned, most of them do it. So you ain't got to point them out. But what does matter to me is when you got a Negro that has climbed to the space that all of us desire, and he's using it to rape little boys and girls, and then get in front of the camera and dance and play humanitarian. Fuck that shit. I don't got no love for that. And I don't got no respect for nobody that respect that. I don't give a fuck about rappers. Yo Gotti on the run. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if he get away. I don't give a fuck if he catch him. Y'all weird as hell. That's another thing like the Mo 3 and Yellow Beezy. You got two niggas rapping about killing each other. Y'all mad at the nigga who win. Y'all weird. You don't feel disappointed and let down that the nigga who was talking all the tough shit got caught slipping? They're both rapping about being tough. One nigga got a bulletproof whip and got out of it to get cookies. Wow. And okay, that sucks. But if it doesn't go that way, then okay, would y'all be happier if the other nigga got killed? And then you say, well, they should just have been on that shit. Gotti was hating. Gotti was gangbanging. That's what they say they do. Gotti said he the king of Memphis. Another nigga came out and said he was a king. In there, you so-called live niggas, because if I say I'm the king of something, and you come say you that same king, bitch, how when I'm still alive? That's what AR said. That's the same thing I say. If I say I'm the king, and you say you the king, one of us gonna have to prove it or let it go. And I ain't standing down because I said it first. Then once we get to going back and forth, I'm a Scorpio. I'm gonna get you done. Whether it's you going to get cookies or baking them bitches, I don't give a fuck. But y'all only like that when it's your favorite, when it works in your favor. So either we doing this shit or we ain't. All of it is stupid. All of it is stupid. So you're gonna pick a side on stupid is and stupid does? It doesn't matter. All you Negroes trying to get in the rap game so you can make it. No, that's a motherfucking lie. We're not falling for that no more. You just want to be a bigger crack dealer than you are now. That's the only reason why you want to get in the rap game. You want to sell more crack than you're currently selling. Because you niggas don't get in there and stop. You get in there and buy more dope guns. What the fuck is the point? You might well stay in the streets. You get in the rap game, so you got to fuck other men, because that's the only thing you're getting out of it. They don't really get paid. You get a bigger name, less money, and a penis in your butt. I don't get the attraction. But y'all love to endorse, support, and promote dumb shit. You think you so tough because you can walk around and listen to this music where people talk this shit. You ain't gonna do 80% of the shit you hear in the song. And if you do, you stupid anyway. It's a no-win situation. What can you gain? You have no right to complain about shit anybody does to black folks if you listen to rap music. If you listen to rap music, don't say a fucking thing to white people about nothing. Shut the fuck up and get on with your day. Don't complain about racism, because niggas in the ghetto is more racist than any white boy I ever met. So I don't want to hear it. You niggas in the ghetto hate niggas more than white boys do. So I don't give a fuck. The white boy could never catch your body count. You kill niggas for fun and rap about it. The white boy can't even get close enough to kill as many niggas as he would like. Now, if he was in your position, he'd be spraying just as many niggas as you. Then y'all would be just alike. But since he can't get close as you, then you hands down kill more niggas than Klan members. And it's been like that for the last half a century. So I don't want to hear no more talk about none of this shit. Because y'all don't give a fuck. That's what it boils down to. You like dysfunctional shit. You want to watch shows where black men and black women hate each other and argue all the time. That's the queerest shit ever to me. Love and hip hop. I don't understand how y'all fell for that shit. A bunch of rich black men and women that hate each other and cheat on each other. This shit worse than General Hospital. You don't understand. It's the frequency. And the only thing they do is make sure they feed you your frequency. They don't got nothing new for you. They're going to keep feeding you the same shit. We had to go through 5 seasons of The Wire. That's crazy. Now you got 18 seasons of Power. All different kinds. And 50 Cent's supposed to be, you piece of shit. You's another piece of shit in tight pants. Fuck all of these niggas. See, y'all like these figures. I don't give a fuck. I don't like none of them. Busta Rhymes is a bitch in a dress. What type of bitch wear a red leather dress? Even women don't rock that shit you niggas wear. You niggas that want to be women, the women don't even wear this shit y'all wear. I can't believe this nigga put on a red dress and got the nerve to tongue twist and talk about bodying people. Look at all. Fuck out of here, man. This shit is crazy. And like I say, Down South Connect, I'm glad you're in the building because I was just ranting before you got here. Because swear to God, I didn't just argue with the whole fucking clubhouse a year and a half ago over all of this puppy shit. Swear to God, I didn't go on record and name everybody y'all seeing in these indictments and tell y'all they was weirdos. I just don't got a Jaguar right following. But I've been saying the same shit longer than she has. Y'all don't get it, but I do. You need these people to not be what I say because you have invested so much into them. But you have not done the research. These men are part of a homosexual male cult. So let's take that a step further. These rappers and actors are undercover homosexuals. I hate to do this, but I'm finna fry this nigga. He one of my favorite. Wesley Snipes is my all-time favorite actor. Wesley Snipes is my all-time favorite actor. He look like a fucking drag queen now. He look like a fucking drag queen now. What's his name? Nino fucking Brown looks like a goddamn hermaphrodite now. They put him in a dress in Tu Wong Fu. How the fuck do you put Blade in a dress? But something wrong with me when I say these niggas is fucked up. When I come to y'all and tell y'all these niggas is sweet feet, you want to get mad at me and get all huff your chest out. Okay, well, get mad at them crackers at CNN because they just said your favorite rappers is fags. I told y'all Jay-Z wasn't right. I literally argued with them. Down South, you was in the room the day I went to war with them brothers over Jay-Z. I went to war with the whole room over Jay-Z. Now this bitch nigga on the run looking like Joe Camel because he been finding little kids and shit. Where's all the guys that told me I was a liar right now? Where is all the guys that called me a liar a year ago when I told you he was a fucking weirdo? And wait till it come out that this bitch nigga be cross-dressing. And wait till it come out that Beyonce killed that fucking girl that she's singing about in that country song. Wait till that shit come out. And then we're going to see if y'all still say I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. study this shit. Y'all don't. I know these people are homosexuals. Cross-dressing weirdos. All of them. Denzel, bitch, they gonna get you too. Another cross-dressing weirdo. All of them is weirdos. You can't be in that space and not be a weirdo. Monique talked all that shit about them people. Now she back on the big screen. You know what that means? They violated her motherfucking ass. Something serious. I guarantee you. The shit she had to endure to get back on that screen, I damn near say she deserved it. I threw y'all a bone. Y'all just don't listen to me. You don't watch me. I'm not relevant. But I tell you everything that's going on. What did I do 2 weeks ago? Celebrity sex magic. I'm explaining to y'all what the freak offs is. But y'all don't pay attention to shit. The freak offs is a sex ritual. That's how I know what they're doing. I've been new. Because I know who it is behind all the shit. You can't fake information. You can fake ignorance. But you can't fake the information, bro. And all I do is information. I don't give a fuck about y'all emotions. Y'all get emotional and then you start. I don't care about that. You know why? Because I'm not emotionally connected to any figures. I have some that I favor for whatever reason. There is no celebrity that I care enough about to not turn on as soon as I find out the fuckery. Period. I don't care. You hear the way I'm talking about Jay-Z. Jay-Z is my all-time favorite rapper. To me, he's the greatest lyricist ever. Next to Rakim. Now, with that being said, I done damn near hated his guts for the last 6-7 years. Maybe more than that. Since on to the next one, whenever he did that. Because that's the video that exposed everything for me. So whatever year on to the next one came out, that was the end of the game for me. That was the beginning of the end. I don't care about these people in that aspect. I care about us as a whole. So when I look around and I see that they have convinced us to glorify our demise, you look at the most significant thing in the black community is the goddamn drug dealer. Why y'all don't see that? It's not the ball player or the rapper. They all mimic the drug dealer. Now, it go back and forth because the behavior of the rappers is them mimicking the drug dealers. But the drug dealers don't get that because the money blinds them. So they see all the money in their behavior and they think these rappers just got their own little flat thing. No, these are school niggas. They imitating y'all. Most of these rappers, Lil Wayne, T.I., 2 Chainz, these is college boys. And now, am I saying they didn't do some dirt? No, but they're not as dumb as they want you to believe. And why does everybody get weird when they get rich? That's the only reason why I still got a fair amount of respect for T.I., because I ain't seen no weirdo shit yet. Except for the 19 songs he did with Young Thug, I got nothing. Which, that's a fair amount of something, but at least he tries. When I think about these movies, like I say, Boys in the Hood, In Too Deep, Training Day, fucking Menace to Society, Paid in Full, New Jack City, we fall in love with all of these characters. These characters become household names. What did Nino Brown really do? Because when it's all said and done, you can't get drugs into the country. Or at least you couldn't Now, since the Frank White thing, you got a couple brothers brave enough to leave the country and get directly to the connect. But that's only a handful. For the most part, it's not people that look like us that's bringing tons of drugs into the country. But it's people like us that's addicted to them and going to prison for them. So at what point do we see that the pharmaceutical genocide is us? We're killing ourselves for dead white men on pieces of paper. And at least when it was physical dead white guys on pieces of paper, now it's just turned into a little piece of plastic with your favorite picture on it, which should be the number one indicator that we're being scammed. Because when you get your check, no one gives you any money. They take zeros and add them to your account. And when you spend your credit card, you don't give anyone any money. They just take zeros from your account. So where is the actual money that's paying for things? It doesn't exist, which means they could give you the shit because nobody's paying for anything, if you understand what I'm saying. It's a psychological thing. You're not paying for anything. It's a line of credit, bro. That's it. It's a line of credit. And when it runs out, they just add more to your credit. There's nothing physical being exchanged. When we used to trade for goods and services, everybody was getting something. I give you something, you give me something back in exchange. Now, no one, nothing. We just enter our numbers and they deduct from the numbers, but no one really gets anything. All of this shit is a fucking game, and you need to be aware of what's happening. And so for this system of nothing actually being exchanged, you could spend your life in prison. Or for the dead white guys on pieces of paper, you could spend your life in prison. We have to get to a space where we're willing to at least attempt to understand what has and is happening to us. And I think that if we as a collective could get a better comprehension of what's actually going on, then maybe we could move accordingly. But for us, it's still cool to be ignorant or cool to pretend you know. It's not even cool to be ignorant anymore. That played out. But it's super cool to pretend you know. It's getting weird. So I don't know. I did what I always do. Had a bunch of thoughts and then had a bunch of other thoughts, and here we are. So I don't know. Excuse me. But what I will say is this. I look at that P-Way Longway shit and all of that fentanyl that he was about to bring into our community. And people are actually sad he got caught and glorifying him as a person. And I say, I wouldn't care if the piece of shit rot because he was going to bring fentanyl to black people. Fuck him. Past that point, I'm definitely no saint. Done way too much shit I probably shouldn't have. But we're all supposed to mature and wake up, so hopefully you do too. With that being said, y'all know how we rock. We're headed to Clubhouse to finish the dialogue. So let me do my where'd it go? Who? Oh no, not there. I hate when I do that. Well, here. There you go. The conscious conspiracy cave is where we on our way to finish this conversation. So meet me there, don't beat me there. Knowledge is the only real power. Information is the only real currency. But the application of both is the route to divinity. I love y'all. I'm gone.